24. Resentment. Even if we can't love our enemies, let's at least love ourselves. Let's love ourselves so much that we won't permit our enemies to control our happiness, our health, and our looks. Dale Carnegie, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. When you resent people, you're angry at them because they didn't behave the way you wanted them to. Maybe they broke their promises, or perhaps they didn't give you what you expected from them. Perhaps you believe they owed you something, but they failed to deliver. Resentment often builds up when you fail to communicate effectively with the people you resent. That is, when you didn't tell them you felt hurt, or didn't communicate your needs and wants, assuming they would naturally cater to them. It can also grow when you did express your feelings but can't let go of them and forgive. As Nelson Mandela once said, resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. It just doesn't work. Resenting people. As with any other emotion, resentment will grow in intensity following the formula, interpretation plus identification plus repetition equals strong emotions. You can resent someone for years for a rather insignificant event based on your interpretation of the event, your identification with the story you're telling yourself about it, and/or the number of times you replay the event in your mind. Let's say one of your friends betrayed you by not inviting you to a party. In your mind, your friend truly betrayed you and you deeply resent him for it. You can't stop thinking, how could he do that to me? The thought consumes you for weeks and you decide to cut ties with him. Months later you're still resenting him. Notice that the event in itself isn't upsetting. What creates resentment is your interpretation of the event. Now, is it possible that your interpretation was wrong? What if your friend assumed you wouldn't like the party? What if he thought you were too busy? Sure, he should have at least invited you, but nobody is perfect. If you'd put aside your interpretation and confronted him at the time, maybe things would have turned out differently. The danger of letting resentment build up. Often, what adds fuel to the fire is your inability or unwillingness to confront the people you resent. Instead of this, you keep revisiting in your mind what you think happened. As a result, your resentment grows stronger as time passes. This is especially true if you regularly interact with people you resent. How to use resentment to grow. Resentment occurs when you are unable to forgive and move on with your life. It is the result of being attached to what was in the past instead of focusing on what could be in the future. When you experience resentment, you are provided with an opportunity to learn how to forgive and let go and, more importantly, how to love yourself. Resentment is here to tell you that you must love yourself and value your peace of mind more than anything else.